An Australian man who ate nothing but potatoes for an entire year has lost more than 100 pounds.
Subsisting solely on the root vegetable for every meal has led to a 52-kilogram weight loss.
I started out on the 1st of January to do a whole year of eating nothing but potatoes, and it's been incredible so far. I've lost so far 50 kilos, which is over 110 pounds. At the beginning of last year, I was diagnosed with clinical depression and anxiety, and that's totally changed as well. I don't suffer with that anymore. My sleep is better, my concentration is better, my alertness is better, and my relationship with food has totally changed to the point where I don't rely on food at all for comfort and enjoyment and emotional support and things like that. And I think this has totally changed my life for the better, and I couldn't be happier with it all.
Melbourne man Andrew Taylor was battling a serious food addiction and decided enough was enough. He decided to eat nothing but potatoes for all of 2016.
Andrew has kept to his word, and the results have been pretty unbelievable. Andrew has lost more than 50 kilos, has no food cravings now, and even says the Spud diet relieved him of his depression.
This realisation that I was a food addict and the decision to try to find a food that I could eat solely, that happened in November. I remember sitting on the couch thinking about it, and I picked up my laptop and searched for the perfect food in Google. And the first thing that came up was a McDougall video.
This should surprise you. I mean, there have been populations of tens of millions of people who had no choice but to live on all potato diets.
Actually produced by Veg Source, and we're at the Veg Source Health Expo. So that was the first thing I found, and that led me to do a lot of other research over a number of weeks. But yeah, since then, I have spoken to him through email, and I was on one of the McDougall webinars. I did that with him. And we also appeared on the TV show The Doctors. We were on that together.
One man in Melbourne, Australia, has decided to stick to this diet for an entire year.
When I started, I thought I had no plans to publicise this or anything. I made a little YouTube video that I thought no one would watch. It was just
potato-only diet.
Something that I just did so that I had a record of what I'd done over the year. And that went viral and took off and went crazy around the world. And that was a really surprising thing too, because I thought, who cares about this? What could be more boring than a guy that eats only potatoes? And I don't know why so many people are interested in a fat bloke eating potatoes.
Tell us again why you decided to eat nothing but potatoes for a year.
The first 2 weeks were hard, no doubt about it. And they were trying times, and it was quite a lot of work on the mental side of things, about me sort of retraining my brain and teaching myself how to think about food and how to be mindful in making my food choices. And yeah, those first 2 weeks were really challenging. But then since then, it's really, I've just got in a groove, and it hasn't been too hard at all. It's just been smooth. Well, I wouldn't say smooth sailing, but I've been in a groove, and I've just been following it, and it's not been anywhere near as hard as I thought it would be. I really thought when I started that I probably wouldn't be able to complete the year. I thought it was too much to ask, but it was just something I wanted to try, and it hasn't been as hard as I thought it would be.
Nothing but potatoes for a year has stuck to his bizarre diet.
Despite eating nothing but spuds for the past 354 days, Andrew Taylor doesn't feel famished.
And there's always going to be one group that says it's all about this food group, this is the way to do it. No, this is the way to do it.
And it's really person-specific, too. I mean, if I ate potatoes all day, I would look like a potato.
There has been some backlash. I've had quite a few, media experts commenting on all the deficiencies I'm going to get and how I'm going to, shrivel up and die at some point in time. And that hasn't really bothered me. That's been fun as well, because I've been able to then make my replies to those supposed experts, and I've enjoyed that side of things too. So yeah, I've had a little bit of hate from online keyboard warriors and that sort of thing, but none of it really bothers me. It's been a really positive experience.
And also, it's just to eat as much as you want. I haven't done any sort of food restriction at all. I eat as much as I want, whenever I want. I think that's important, because when you allow yourself to go hungry, that's when you start making bad choices. My mindset around food is just 180 degrees. It's just totally turned around since the start of the year, and
I don't use food for comfort and emotional support and enjoyment like I used to. Food's fuel for me these days, and I rather than living to eat, I eat to live these days. And food's just potatoes are just fuel. They're just good quality fuel source.
Through his SpudFit regime, Andrew Taylor has lost weight and in the process gained worldwide attention. 3
go-to meals, I eat either mashed potato or baked potatoes or boiled potatoes, and with the mash I do use a little bit of soy milk because you need something to mash it with. And apart from that, it's like today my breakfast was baked potatoes with no condiments at all. Lunch was cold boiled potatoes with no condiments at all, and dinner was actually I had a little small bowl of potato soup as well as some sweet potato with no condiments at all. But I do use a little bit of tomato sauce, ketchup from time to time, and a barbecue sauce or chili sauce, but it's just very small amounts, just enough to get a little bit of flavour. I've had a few blood tests. I think I've had 4 now, and they just keep getting better all the way through. And my cholesterol is perfect now, and my blood pressure's dropped, and that's perfect. My blood sugars are good, and I can't remember all the values off the top of my head, but yeah, everything's good and just getting better as we go. So yeah, I think people talk about a balanced diet and that I shouldn't be doing this because it's not a balanced diet, and my thoughts on that are that first of all, what is a balanced diet? And people want to talk about that we need to eat a balanced diet because that's what's going to give us a good balance of all the nutrients we need. And the thing about potatoes is that I am getting a good balance of all the nutrients I need. So if you look at it that way, it really is a balanced diet from a nutritional perspective. I'm eating a balanced diet because it's giving me everything I need.
You've got a group of your friends there. Say hi to everyone for us. You've got a meal that's specially prepared for you. What is it?
Well, we're about to find out. So Jess here has made me something that's a surprise, and here we go.
All right, here we go. Take off, thanks to wash.
Have you been hankering for anything in particular?
No, I don't really have any particular cravings. I'm just happy to try something.
All right, Andrew, can you tell your friend there who just served you that she's now at liberty to deliver the Gettysburg Address?
Yeah. Go. Tell us what we've got, Jess.
All right, so I've created a special dish especially for today. So what we've got for you is some burritos, a chia cup, but the special dish for you today is a smoky tofu breakfast bake.
All right. Nice. It looks like there's some potatoes in there, I think.
All right, you go right ahead. Don't stop him. You can't stop him.
Let us know he has been hankering for tofu.
Yeah.
How does it taste?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Hey, Andrew, just quickly, do you have to be careful about what you eat now to sort of ease your body back into other foodstuffs? I mean, could you damage yourself if you go out too hard on a steak?
You're breaking up a little bit, but I think you're asking about what I'm going to eat, and well, I'm still going to eat a lot of potatoes, but I'll be eating other things to go with it. But what I'm doing is switching to a whole foods plant-based diet now, which means I'm not going to be eating meat and cheese and cream and eggs and those sorts of things. I'll just be sticking to a diet of whole unmodified plant foods, and I'm sure that'll keep me fit and healthy forever.
Well, good on you. Well done.
Best of luck with it.
Thanks so much for having me, and check out spudfit.com if you want to learn more.
Spudfit.